Remember, remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. The familiar rhyme still rings out more than 4 centuries after the Gunpowder Plot shook England. Yet the story behind Guy Fawkes Night is more complex than fireworks and burning effigies, and its echoes reach back to far older, even pagan traditions. When James VI of Scotland acceded to the English throne in 1603 as James I, Catholics hoped their new monarch might ease restrictions on their faith. Instead, King James continued persecution, even resorting to grisly public executions. Among those disillusioned was Robert Catesby, who in 1604 devised a dastardly scheme to blow up the king and Parliament in one devastating strike, paving the way for rebellion and a Catholic monarch. Catesby recruited a band of conspirators, including Thomas Percy, the Wright brothers, not those Wright brothers, Francis Tresham, Ambrose Rookwood and others. His explosives expert was Guy or Guido Fawkes, a soldier and fanatic, hardened by years of service with Catholic Spain against the Protestant Dutch in the Spanish Netherlands. The conspirators rented an undercroft beneath Parliament and filled it with barrels upon barrels of gunpowder hidden under firewood. The plan unravelled when the Catholic Lord Monteagle received an anonymous letter warning him to avoid Parliament. Whether the letter was intended to save the lives of Catholics or deliberately expose the conspiracy, it reached Robert Cecil, the King's Secretary of State. On the night of the 4th of November 1605, a search discovered Fawkes in the cellar, carrying a lantern, matches and a pocket watch. Under torture he revealed the full scale of the plot. Catesby and Percy were ultimately killed resisting capture, while the others, including Fawkes, were executed. The tried and true punishment for high treason being hanging, drawing and quartering. Their heads were displayed on spikes as a grisly warning. The thwarting of the plot was quickly turned into a political tool. Annual bonfires were encouraged to celebrate the king's survival, and burning effigies of Fawkes became a staple tradition. For generations, children created guys from old clothes stuffed with fallen autumn leaves or newspaper, parading them around for pennies, ostensibly to pay for fireworks, before consigning them to the flames. It is a tradition that I think my generation was the last to partake in. I can still recall the joy of being given shiny golden £1 coins by passers-by. Although framed as a Protestant triumph over Catholic treachery, the rituals of Bonfire Night carry striking echoes of older pagan customs. The timing is telling, just days after Samhain, the Celtic festival that marked the end of the harvest and the onset of winter.